Hello, Marie, and welcome to Turbocharged Reading. And today there are 3 questions, and those are: what is turbocharged reading and how do you turbocharge read? Who can turbocharge read? And what do the turbocharged reading tuition packs consist of? And they arrive on your electronic device by Dropbox. So I've decided to read out my response for the following reasons. Firstly, I am a little dyslexic, and very often we dyslexic people have minds that wander off all over the place, and this makes reading, thinking, writing and speaking in a straight line sometimes very difficult. However, it is a great help to thinking and being creative, and as a therapist and person, it is an advantage in making super fast connections that may be original in that situation. However, right now, it means that I'm likely to go off on an interesting tangent and not cover some important point. My second reason for reading a script is that I am no longer actively engaged in memorizing large amounts of material. And you might justifiably say, hey, why don't you turbocharge read it all? And my answer is, I've no need to, as it is all in my inner mind, and there is far too much for this short presentation. So, as an aside, who am I? Well, as a person who has a vast number of books, many of which have not been read and all of which have been forgotten, and as a retired person with no need to study or update my information, I wanted to explore all these areas that interest me, but with the benefit of being able to converse with a good degree of knowledge. In order to do this, I need to alter my slow, each word down every line reading style that I'd learned in childhood. And now I've put all that information together for you. And that is turbocharged reading. And turbocharged reading is reading with your mind, not your eyes. To turbocharge read, you harness the natural power of your body and brain, your mind and energy systems, and you use your eyes differently. And naturally, these natural skills are explained and practiced sequentially in the tuition packs. It takes a whole 6 minutes for a novice turbocharged reader to use these skills to pour an average-sized book directly into their inner mind for their new growing neurons to deal with, and to produce the information they need from this electronic or written material. Your body and brain combination. I imagine you've never actively involved your body in reading before. This is great for those with poor memory. By using proven, natural kinesiology techniques, you use the innate resources of your body and brain for your reading, memory, and long-term recall success. And there are numerous YouTubes for you to choose what is exactly right for you emotionally, physically, and in your current reading situation. Your mind and energy systems. I also imagine that basically you just pick up a book and each word read it. Now that is to become a part of your reading past. For emails, to War and Peace, for software manuals, music and the arts, sports, maths, languages, reports. Why be limited by a list when it is easier to say anything and everything that has been put onto paper or your electronic screen? And you can apply these skills to what you hear as a bonus. Oh, and to life in general. Magic. So now, when you turbocharge read, you choose a book, and at each stage of turbocharge reading, you choose what you want or need next. And in this way, you do not read irrelevant books or even pointless parts of books, memos, bump, or whatever it is that passes over your desk. You turbocharge read all, select what is relevant, and put the rest into the bin or into a resource drawer of which you have an internal catalogue or your own personal Dewey system. As said, you spend 6 minutes pouring a book directly into your inner mind by bypassing your eye's unconscious awareness with its gremlins. And once that information is in your inner mind, you let your growing neurons take over, and they need a few seconds for an email or a newspaper article, to 10 minutes for a novel of any length, with 20 minutes to overnight for a text or a non-fiction book, and a week if you pour 20,000 pages into your inner mind over the course of the previous week. And during this quiet time, your new and growing neurons catalogue, collate, cross-reference, and sift out the information you need from your total store of information on the subject read, while creatively drawing in information from your previous store in your inner mind to produce specifically what you need at this time. Should you want to access more information, then you just revisit the book and use one of a variety of access codes or practices to gain the level of knowledge from your downloaded information. Think of it like sleeping on a problem and waking with an answer. And all the whats and whys are contained in the tutorial packs. So enough of that for now. Who can turbocharge read? Well, anyone of any age who can read with comprehension. Young people need to get into the right secondary school, or their life path is redirected from an early age. They then need the right sixth form college, the right university, the right degree, the right interview, and then the right contract, which can be followed by the weekly, monthly, quarterly and yearly updates that are necessary in life. How much an hour do you charge out at? So, how much an hour is your reading costing you? And how much time is your reading stealing from your personal, family and social life? To turbocharge reading, comprehension is, in fact, more important than each word reading skills. I couldn't read a book about rugby as I don't understand the positions, the plays or the language surrounding rugby. I would need to learn these from another source before coming back to that book. I could repeatedly turbocharge with a dictionary, an English to foreign language dictionary, a specialist dictionary such as one for accountancy, or a Trivia Pursuits manual, as each word has an explanation and so built-in comprehension. I've mentioned dyslexic people, and this general word means something different to most of us, and it is this consideration and that of slow readers that has formed the principal reason for this video. The energy practices of turbocharged reading have been used in the Bronze Age and proved by brain scans and quantum physics to be particularly helpful to dyslexic readers. Apart from that, dyslexic people can form sentences from the information that is already in their inner mind. So when they turbocharge read vast amount of new material, that combined information will naturally form new sentences. Also, everyone who turbocharge reads will be surprised at the information that simply pops into their mind as confident, solid and fully formed sentences with even more background information on tap. Slow readers, those with poor memory. The kinesiology preparation is a great aid to memory, as is the layered or different levels of turbocharged reading, and also accessing the stored information from your inner mind into your working conscious awareness actively builds memory and long-term recall. Again, these natural processes have been proved repeatedly. After the first success level tuition package, you will be employing your energy practices to everything you read, including the back of your morning packet of cereals. Your practical skills will be built on with each success level, and level 4 includes the turbocharged reading of novels, newspapers, emails, etc. And you will enhance these skills in the next couple of success levels, but you will be actively on your way. However, what about people who can remember whatever it is they need for an exam or a presentation, but to find that that ability has vanished with the morning sun, leaving maybe a background knowing? Memory is built up in logical layers, as is long-term recall. I could remember anything and everything I read when I was studying intensively. However, I was in study mode as opposed to turbocharged reading mode. Unfortunately, now my general conversation consists of, I read something somewhere that said something along the lines of, but interestingly, with the first novel I turbocharged read, I reduced my reading time by about 2/3, and this is the slowest way to turbocharge read possible. I argued with the author, a new experience. I visualized the characters and scenery. I read even faster during the exciting pages. I laughed out loud, as I already thought I was reading at lightning speed. I harumphed at myself for not anticipating the punchline. Again, a new experience. And some years later, I can tell you the story fully. And this is a delightful surprise. So, from success level 1, you will be demonstrating and experiencing for yourself how your memory of the material you have read improves. The success level tuition packs consist of 1 to maybe 4 written pages, which are transcribed onto MP3 notes for you to listen to once, but preferably more, as turbocharged reading for the ears. These are supported by MP3 pluses, and these are designed to deal with the gremlins between your ears. And principally these are procrastination, habit, unrealistic expectations, and confidence, with your personal variety not being forgotten. And you will find that these MP3 pluses are invaluable in other areas of your professional and personal life. Each success layer is complete, and some people will be happy to progress to the next level, and some may want group or individual feedback on any or all levels of the course. There are links to this blog for extra information, and my blog, as you can see, is full of supportive material, some of which is an example of the lesson content, as turbocharged reading is actually that easy. So, what are you waiting for? Start and read yourself into your future today. Maureen, bye.